lounging, son.
All right, welcome back to the Comic Lounge. My name is Ryan. Back again, Eli and myself talking more Turtles. Book 2 of Return to New York.
Oh, yes. Zog. We welcome Zog.
This cover alone. Definitely Dark Knight Returns homage. This is an homage to that for sure.
Man, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. I love this cover. But like I said, when we were talking book 1, this lineup of artists is going to be a little bit different. Each issue is. The story's always by Eastman and Laird. We got layouts by Peter this time instead of Kevin. Pencils is still Jim Lawson, but on inks, we have Mr. Eric Talbot and Steve Levine's on letters. So the layouts are not by Kevin this time, and the inks are not by Peter. So we're switching stuff up. And then
Lawson destroys in this issue. This spread is one of my all-time favorite Turtle things.
How long do you think it took them to do this?
God damn it.
Draw this
so long.
Like the amount of lines on this, it's pure insanity.
And I don't know if you've seen the color classics when they did this too. It's like it's still pretty cool colored. I mean, not nearly as glorious as this to me, but oh my god. Like I was very excited for the color classic for this just because I wanted to see this. And I got it on the computer so that I could like screen grab this and like put it as my background and everything. And I was like, oh my god, yes.
It's one of the best double page spreads in I think all of comics.
I 100% agree. 100% agree.
And so you can start to see, if you look at the first part, you look at this part, you can see the difference of what the Turtles look like with Talbot and Lawson as opposed to Laird and Lawson. There is a little bit of a difference.
There's so much darkness. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, there's so much like black, so much more black and like darkness. And so we pick right back up. And you know, he's wheezing and coughing and sputtering these words and giving these harebrained things and they're like already on a mission. Like we pick up kind of like mid-mission here.
Yeah, that's what is interesting about all of these is that there's little time jumps, right? Like book 1, we have, you know, Raph sees Zog, but then we time jump a couple days past, you know, where that Tails issue that we talked about also kind of shows what happens with Raph and Zog. And then even from there, when they're in the lair, all of a sudden we're mid-mission, right? Like there's no lead up to this. It's just they're throwing us in, which I kind of enjoy. I kind of like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're not wasting any time, you know. They're like they're just like they're ready to go. They're dropping you into the action, you know. It's almost like, you know, there's been another issue, so you missed a little bit of time because they're still going and we're just kind of like, and they're ready. So they're coming up to this door and Zog's like, open the door. Zog knows.
And he just feels on the ground and then fucking stomps his foot. And then they get underneath right into foot headquarters. I love this right here. Where Zog jumps through and then you have, that's Mikey jumping through too.
Yeah. And the foot guys are like, what? I like how they emote with their, you know, like mask eyes, kind of like Spidey does these days, you know, like how that one is like, oh,
right here. Yeah. Yeah. I like that too. I like how they use the eyes to, because it's just like on the outside. So they shouldn't emote.
No. Yeah. It's just like,
but I like that they do it.
The tops of a microphone, you know, I think they said they used it in the movie or something.
I love this too with Zog right here.
Every panel of Zog, he is like so doing something awesome.
Yeah.
And dude, the weight too. And then the figure, you know, like you see the weight and feel the weight in that figure. Like they got that across really well.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a communication center. And he's like, you know, Zog's still like barking orders as if he's like, you know, still this military man.
Commander Zora, perimeter secure, sir. Awaiting for the he's just choking on the air.
And there you get that name that Raph told him to call him, you know?
Zoraph, yeah.
And it's pretty cool. In the collected from IDW, Peter talks about how they were able to use like actual computer graphics, like these computer screens are actual computer graphics. You can kind of tell. Peter was always down for something like that. We
He's
saw in
always
volume
down
4,
for
you know?
tech. Yep. He's
Yeah.
always down to put that stuff in. Talking about Apple and iPods and stuff like that
Yeah.
at the beginning. Yeah. Of
So
course, we
sick.
got
And
Donnie doing the whole
this kind of
schematics.
reminds you of the in the second movie when they're at TGRI and he's typing away. And again, we get some of this computer graphics stuff. Hudson block, and it's kind of reminiscent of in volume 4 where they take over the block and the Utroms have, or sorry, they have that like block ship kind of thing, you know?
I love how like this would date it too. These like schematics looked like from like the oldest of computers, you know?
Yes. It's like a Mac Plus kind of
Yeah.
thing. And Donnie's like, we're gonna need a diversion to like pull the troops out so that we can get in. Should have plenty to cover and easy access from the city's drainage systems.
Right here, dude.
Oh my God, another insane spread from Jesus. So they're under this bank and they're like, oh my God. Well, this Talbot stuff too, like in the skies, the duotone, and then like the splatter, the like ink spatter on top.
I absolutely love splatter. I love when I see that on comic. I think that's what one of the things I love the most about Jim Mahfood is the splatter. Like
Oh yeah. When I saw him do that toothbrush technique for the first time, I was like, holy shit. And then recently, shout out to a recent episode of Comic Lounge with Kevin Anthony Catalan. I'll watch him do that a couple times when he's been doing commissions, and man, that dude does it well too.
I want to see some turtles from him, dude. I want to see some
Oh, he just put out an image today, dude, because he's doing the Long Beach Drinking Draws Kickstarter about turtles. He redid that spread from issue 1. It's sick.
Oh man, I can't wait to see that.
And then Raph's like, dude, this is suicide.
Dude, look at this. Love this. The energy crackle that's coming off of the blaster right here. Like,
Oh
let me see if I can kind of see a little bit better.
Yeah.
So good.
Zog, you beast.
And then every page, dude, in this issue, like, and then this too, like, there's splatter everywhere in this book, you know. But the way he's like Zog just holding up the bottom so that it can break in from underneath.
Insane. I love this. I'd love to see some of the original art from this book. And Zog, like, I mean, he's so powerful, and like especially here on page 14 where he's like holding up this thing, you know, he's while Raph laser beams the circle open. It's like so sick.
Mm-hmm.
And he keeps up the ruse too. He's like, good job, soldier. The high command shall hear of your efforts. And he's like, thank you, sir. So sick, man. They keep going. God damn, the like heist. This is like, you know, the first one kind of like sets up the action. The second one is like the heist, and the third one is like all hell breaks loose, you know?
Yeah, I love this, dude. And then this too, the static image where it's just like slowly the holes opening and boom. Yeah. Now they fucking break through.
The side stack.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And just the weight of the duotone, and like they use it far more in this one, Talbot and them. And oh my God, I can talk. I would talk about Talbot forever.
I love Talbot, dude. He's one of the people I want on the channel. I know Jim already said he doesn't do interviews anymore, but I'm not gonna give up hope on Eric Talbot. I'm gonna try to loop him in.
Yeah, man. I don't think he does them either, but
I put him on my list. He hasn't told me no. So until I get he hasn't responded. So until he responds and tells me no, I'm gonna keep asking.
You're gonna keep going. All right, hey, we got a moment over here, and they're like looking, and they're on the top of these things, and like, all right, guys, just chill out. Gotta be quiet. We don't want the foot to know we're here. And Zog's like, fuck y'all, I'm in. I got nothing to lose. Yeah. He dives right in. God. And like, you know, we saw Raph go crazy and battle these foot soldiers in the first one, but I mean, he pales in comparison to the like rage and power of Zog. Come, son of Splinter, kneel before Zog. And man, they're just ripping it until they bust down the wall, and then they're like, oh. And
I love this.
So good. God damn it. They're like, this was a mistake. They're like in the foot training room.
This is such a great shot too, because we have in the foreground we have the foot soldiers and the close-ups of their heads.
super cinematic. Like you can see this. Don't let them get away. Cover the exits. Get them. Kill them. So sick. And they're like, all right, here we go. Oh my God. Just battling the image in the background of, whoever smashing their two fingers through the eyes. Like that is so badass.
I love the Mikey one with his nunchucks.
Yeah, it's so sick. Just all this action is so brutal and so awesome. And these deep black backgrounds really like make it so much more impactful. No one leaves. Even Donnie is like being super intense.
Mm-hmm.
The spatter on the foot and just like continuing the action. God damn. Raph's killing folks. And so is Zog. Die, die. All in this evil place must die. All who oppose the Republic must die.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah, and like Zog's going so crazy that the turtles are like, shit, man. Oh my God, this guy's like, he's unhinged.
The panel with Leo wiping the blood off his sword.
So sick. And even this one of Zog where he's like, Zog rules, and he throws a rat in his mouth, a little snack. Beast.
It's the beast, yeah. Yeah.
And I love the Triceraton figure like from the original Mirage toys.
Yes.
And it's straight up, it is Zog. Like it's got the same outfit, the triangle there. Like I loved that fig. I still have my original one here. The waist joint broke, but it still stands.
Yeah, I don't think I ever had the original, but I do have the NECA one, which is insane. It's so good.
Yeah. I was so into like dinosaurs and like, dinosaurs, and there was never toys of dinosaurs, and the natural progression of my like loves from dinosaurs to turtles, and then the Triceratons were such a big part of Turtles. I was like, this is sick. All right, and they're like, and Donnie's like, oh, you know what? That's my mistake. We should have exited on the eastern door instead, this way. And so they follow him. They got these. I love this scene where they like jump in this giant truck. God damn. Let's go, Zog. We're hitching a ride. And then here they have this quote: into the valley of death, rode the 600. Let's roll. That sounds like it's like from like 300 or something.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Maybe they're joking around or something.
Yeah.
But then, goddamn, these pages are so epic. I like, it makes me wish that at that point in printing, they could have done like no bleed, full spreads to the end, and just had these pages like full bleed all the way to the end.
Yeah, I agree.
It's interesting there on page 27, there is like a little piece of duotone that like reaches out past the border.
Same with 28 too. Like you can see where it's not like it's straight line, like it's going
right. They made a choice to
like they made a choice to like,
and they didn't put like a border around it to try to make the lines perfect, which Eastman and Laird, they never are like perfectionists in that way. I feel like they like the like dirty grungy kind of feel.
Mm-hmm.
And man, they just rip panel 4 on 27 of the turtle, and his things are flying. Damn it, they're onto us. Oh my God, into the valley of death. And they just drive right in there. I love this because they just kind of turn the wheel, get the car up on 2 legs. This is insane spread. So much duotone, so much action. Ah, damn.
And then you do another double page.
Yeah, then they kill it on this one. And Zog's just like, Rog. Damn, and that thing crashes, and Zog just comes out, guns blazing, bullets bouncing off his headpiece there.
Yeah, just fucking his headpiece just like splintering off too.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Damn. I wonder if there was like skin that stretched over that for like dinosaurs, or if it was kind of like just pure bone protruding out of their head. Or
yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking too, because like, wouldn't that make him bleed? Because he doesn't bleed, it just like cracks off,
Yeah. Such a vicious beast. Watch your flanks, they're everywhere. Ba 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 ba. So dude. Sick.
Then you just see the bullets flying. He's fucking getting shot up everywhere.
Mm-hmm. I have these like crystals on my wall that send rainbows all throughout the room, and I turn the page and the rainbows are perfectly in the foot soldiers like gun blast. Looks so
Nice.
sick. Rainbows.
Look
Anyway,
at this. Take no prisoners. Long live the Republic. And he just fucking basically suicide fucking.
yeah. Kamikaze just goes in, guns blazing, fucking fists flying, horns charging. And he's just going, he's like, kill bugs. Oh my God. And the turtles too. I mean, at this point, even Donnie's like ramming his sword like up, or sorry, ramming his bow up into people's chests and stuff. Total destruction. Oh my God. Follow me to victory, onward. And he's like coughing and wheezing and panting. He's like until we see in the shadows a pair of silvery eyes.
Oh God.
Oh
And he
my
just gets...
God. Shredder just does what he does best. Shred. God damn it. Blood everywhere. Zog's been hit badly. Oh no. Zog is dead. And they look up and somebody's like, Leo, look.
Oh God, no.
Oh God. So sick. So sick.
This is
And you're almost like, what are we seeing here? Like before you know the next issue, you're like, is their vision, corrupted? Are we seeing like a psychedelic image because they're like so tired? Like, what are we seeing here? Absolutely insane.
And that's it, dude. We get some more ads. This time we get a Richard Corbin ad too for Den.
Oh wow, yeah.
Commandosaur's mini comic by Bissett and Laird.
That's right. That's in the Mirage mini comics.
Yeah. So
Melting Pot again, and just the end papers on this comic are glorious.
Oh yeah.
Again and again.
So we got one more part after this, and that will cap off Return to New York. Make sure you check out the previous two vids where we go through book 1, and then we go through the tales from 2010 that came out that kind of expands on that first part. And check out the rest of the Turtles playlist. Eli's links down below so you can follow him. Comic Lounge links down below. Hit the subscribe button so you're notified every time a new vid drops. And on that note, we're out.
Hell yeah.